So it has been a long time since I made a video like this, and I waited until literally the last minute to film this because tomorrow morning I am packing up the rest of my house and finalizing my move to a new country. If you're new here, I'm from New York, but I currently live in Lebanon, which is a country where this happened. But Lebanon also looks like this. Lebanon is definitely a country of contrast, and it's been an incredible place to live the past 2 years, and the feeling of leaving is just oh so bittersweet. If you already follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you heard the news, the big announcement. In a few weeks, my husband and I will be moving off to Hong Kong, and I am so excited about what the next chapter of our lives brings. It's going to be such an amazing adventure, and of course I'll be sharing more about that as it comes once I get settled in and start my new life there. But for now, I wanted to do one more video all about Lebanon and answer some FAQs about life and travel here. So Lebanon isn't the most obvious choice for a lot of people, but it is such an incredible country and it really should be on everyone's bucket list. So keep watching because I'm answering some of the questions I get asked the most about living here, traveling here, being an expat, specifically for tourists that may not be familiar with this incredible country. So what is Lebanon really like right now? Lebanon is facing a severe economic crisis of historic proportions. The country's once stable banking system collapsed, causing a dramatic depreciation of the local currency and skyrocketing inflation, leaving many people struggling to make ends meet. People have had their life savings trapped in banks due to limits on how much money they can withdraw, and have resorted to arming themselves and holding banks hostage to demand their savings, like not even a robbery because they only want their money. And even basic necessities like electricity and fuel are in shortage. People are forced to rely on expensive private generators or spend most of their days with no power, no refrigeration, no air conditioning in the summer, no heating in the winter. And then all of this was exacerbated by the devastating port explosion that occurred in 2020. The blast caused immense damage to Beirut's port area and nearby neighborhoods, leaving scars that are still visible all over the city today. The rebuilding process is ongoing, and I'm astonished every day by the resilience of the Lebanese people. But despite all the challenges, Lebanon offers a whole different world, and I wish you guys could see it. Even amidst the crisis, you'll find a vibrant and stylish lifestyle and some incredibly high-end experiences you will never forget. The city is full of trendy cafes, eclectic art scenes, and nightlife that knows no bounds. Lebanon continues to captivate international tourists, and it's easy to see why. From the ancient ruins of Baalbek to the stunning coastline of Byblos, this country boasts a rich history and breathtaking landscapes. Tourists still flock here to explore the diverse culture, indulge in delicious cuisine, and soak up all the Mediterranean sun. Is Lebanon safe to travel to? So I am someone who, generally speaking, pays attention to travel advisories, and right now the Department of State for the US has Lebanon on a level 3 travel advisory. They mention specific areas of Lebanon to avoid, and they detail all the reasons why on the website. So while I do live here, I tend to avoid those areas that are highlighted because I exercise extreme caution. And I recommend every traveler check with their embassy or consulate for guidance on safety. But I do feel really safe here and a lot more comfortable here as a woman than I have in several other countries in the region, or even like other not even nearby, like Egypt, Jordan, and Morocco. In most of the country, you can wear whatever you want, there's no street harassment, and people are generally friendly and like really legitimately want to help you. There really isn't a scammy culture here, so in that sense, it's easy to just kind of like relax and enjoy your time as a tourist. And for Black travelers in particular, your experience may vary. I was mostly treated well. I really don't have any horror stories about racism, but I know that's not the case for many of my friends, especially darker skinned people or people that are from Africa, not like African Americans. There are a lot of African migrant workers that come as domestic helpers in Lebanon, and those people, mostly women, suffer discrimination, mistreatment, and are unfortunately treated like second-class citizens here. That kind of sentiment can carry over and impact tourists, but for the most part I was safe and free from harassment, treated with respect, and all of my African American friends and family that visited me said the same thing. You definitely will draw some attention, but not necessarily in a negative way. There just aren't a lot of black tourists here, so you will stand out and people will notice you. If that makes you nervous, you can hire a tour guide or a driver, and I will leave some links in the description box with resources that you might find helpful. So what's the deal with the money? As I mentioned earlier, the collapse of the banking system caused the Lebanese lira to become completely devalued. The bank rate was historically pegged to the dollar at $15.15 to $1, but as the economy collapsed, an almost universally used parallel market emerged. When I moved here in 2021, the parallel market rate was $1 to 17,000, and as I'm filming this video, it's now $1 to 93,000 lira. So the local currency has lost 90% of its value, and people that get paid in lira are truly suffering. This won't impact you much as a tourist because you're coming in with foreign currency, and you probably won't even need to change money. Almost every grocery store, beach, site, literally like everywhere you go will have prices in US dollars. So if you're just coming as a tourist, bring plenty of cash in small bills and be careful when you use your credit cards. They're not really accepted everywhere, and then sometimes if they accept it, they'll charge really crazy fees or even the bank rate, which will make you pay 10 times more. And if you run out of money on your trip, you can always look for an OMT or Western Union and then have someone send you some cash. So what should be on my Lebanon itinerary? The amazing thing about Lebanon is anything you can think of, you can do here. In summer, it's all about the beaches. Like, they're just so beautiful and such an important part of the culture. There's private beach clubs, there's public beaches, and they're all amazing. There's also a lot of sunset bars by the sea or in the mountains that have incredible views, and there's world-class hiking if that's your thing. Definitely don't miss Fortuna and Byblos. They're two of the oldest inhabited cities in the world and are beautiful places to explore. If you're coming in winter, definitely don't miss ski season. The mountains are stunning, you have a blast skiing and snowboarding, and then staying in the cute little winter chalets that dot the mountainscape. And if you come here in spring, you might even get lucky and find the perfect weather combination, so you can ski in the morning and then hit the beach in the afternoon. Lebanon also has a ton of museums, art galleries, and cultural events like the Byblos Tango Festival, Baalbek Music Festival, Labor Chance Music Festival, Bethadine Palace Festival, and more. And whatever you do, do not miss the chance to eat all the Lebanese food you can. It is just off the charts delicious, and I think it's the thing I'm going to miss most about life here. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm breaking down a tiny bit thinking about saying goodbye to this amazing place. But life is a journey, and there are always adventures to be had, and I need to get back to packing it up for the next one. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone that you want to plan a trip to Lebanon with. And if you want to learn more about traveling or living abroad, digital nomad life, finding international work, not just remote jobs, real international work, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because those are all the kind of tips I share on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video, possibly filmed from Hong Kong.